So people always want to know what defines gender, and I struggle between giving an answer and refusing to answer, because a refusal often means they have to consider gender more fluidly and broadly, rather than a fixed state that can be explained. Also, they have to then figure it out for themselves, which means questioning themselves and others further than they have before, which will lead them hopefully to find out more than they bargained for. That, I think, would be beneficial for people who just need simple answers to complex questions for some, or who do not even question beyond what they've been told or expect answers. I have felt comfortable with both masculinity and femininity, and uncomfortable with both at different times. I also allow both expressions and in different combinations, depending on how many different factors, like environment, mood, or safety. I don't often restrict myself to how I behave or the activities that I do because of whether they're considered masculine or feminine. I feel very much like both are meshed in me and not at all polarized as such, and I often cannot differentiate between them. I've always been told that I'm not feminine enough and then not masculine enough, sometimes that I'm not trans enough or then not genderqueer enough. So the fact that I'm not complying makes me willingly and unwillingly confused about gender and fitting into masculinity and femininity in a proper sense. I will never meet other people's ideals. So that realization is that gender is not so fixed at all. It will depend on the beholder's eyes, beliefs, opinions, and experiences as to what they consider gender to comprise of. What is masculine or feminine in my personal experience or my culture will not be in someone else's, and that is also an important consideration as it becomes a more multifaceted discussion to incorporate many factors that many people may not be aware of at first. And of course, the most dominant cultures in a given space will get to dominate what is more acceptable with gender in definition. For this reason, I make a political statement to not define what is masculine or feminine, as I feel that we're constantly being told, and really this can only be answered personally by each and every individual person in self-definition. For me, being feminine is looking to the heritage of strong Indian female role models who expressed themselves as they wanted and who were not afraid to show it to anyone. For me, masculinity means being different to all those negative male role models I had in my life, making a stand to be a different male-identified person to them, rejecting certain aspects like misogyny and introducing others like feminism and building on things I relate strongly to, like sisterhood and brotherhood.